Morgan was sentenced to 7 years in prison, suspended to 3 years behind bars, plus 3 years probation.
When you decide tonight, Democratic candidate for president Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in the upstate, he spoke with voters in downtown Greenville. Now, this is part of Kennedy's speaking tour across the state. Tonight, he was at Zen on Main Street for a town hall, and over the weekend, he had made stops in the Low Country. At tonight's event, Kennedy was asked for his response to people who call him a political outsider.
I think people are criticizing me for departing from some of the orthodoxies that the other candidates have endorsed. I'm somebody who's an outsider. I'm coming into the political system at 40 years of fighting on behalf of individual Americans against this corrupt merger of state and corporate power.
Now, tomorrow, Kennedy will be in Greer for a small event, and then he'll hold another town hall in Spartanburg tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock.